Welcome everybody. Today we're going to talk about the international expansion strategy of Hotmart. Hotmart is a leading digital platform with a lot of functionalities that allows content creators to develop, manage and sell their course online. It's a global player and there are a lot of statistics, but the more important is that they are selling their product in more than 188 countries. It's a Brazilian unicorn thanks to its rapid growth and innovative model. The mission is to make language learning accessible and effective for everybody. And their vision is really important because they want to become the leading provider of language courses globally.
I'm going to talk about the situation of Hotmart and how we understand the global expansion of Hotmart. So we use for that four tools. The first one is the Porter Diamond tools. The second one is the Porter's 5 forces, and then the VRIO analysis. So from that we understood that Hotmart has a competitive advantage in Latin America due to strong market demand, financial infrastructure and AI powered tools. Hotmart has also a unique business model that is difficult to replicate, but scaling this model into new markets requires investment. So from that we constructed the SWOT analysis. So Hotmart has real opportunities in AI-driven content personalization. They can localize their expansion and build strategic partnership in new markets. For their potential growth opportunities, they can do a geographic expansion into Asia and Europe and do some partnership and acquisition of locally learning platforms. They can also focus on AI-powered personalization, localized payment and regulatory adaptation, from doing partners with regional fintech companies for seamless transaction and compliance. And then the fourth potential growth opportunity is to build brand awareness in competitive markets by increasing content marketing, partnerships with influencers, and also certification programs.
So now let's talk about Hotmart's marketing objectives and strategies regarding its expansion. Hotmart has 4 main objectives. The first one is to expand its user base across high potential international markets. The second one is to strengthen market penetration in those key global markets. The third one is to increase their infoproduct sales by $300 million. And the fourth one is to strengthen their brand recognition and their trust across those international markets. In order to build these objectives, we used the SMART method. For the first objective, which is expanding its user base, what we can recall is that in order to achieve this objective, Hotmart needs to strengthen its localized marketing strategies in high potential markets. It can also leverage influencer programs by partnering with local creators, and also it can implement community initiatives and workshops to develop local creative ecosystems. To do that, Hotmart has to use some important KPIs and resources. For the second objective, which is strengthen market penetration in key global markets, Hotmart should design tailored market entry strategies that account for cultural, regulatory, and technological specificities. It can build strategic partnerships with educational technologies platform, and it can host localized edition of the Fire Festival to drive awareness and also credibility.
To begin, we compared India, Mexico, and Germany based on their digital maturity, economic growth, political stability, and cultural fit. India and Mexico stand out for their fast-growing digital ecosystems and large young population, while Germany offers a more stable but demanding market environment. We used a two-step screening approach, combining market attractiveness and Hotmart's competitiveness. Mexico and India received the highest scores thanks to their digital adoption and fit with the Hotmart's affiliate model. Germany shows potential but requires more adaptation, so it's a second phase target. In each country, we identified specific customer segments. In Mexico and India, Hotmart can target digital creators and freelancers eager to monetize their content. In Germany, the platform would attract more professional users like coaches who expect premium quality and compliance. So we recommend an incremental expansion, starting with Mexico, then India, before entering Germany. By focusing on just a few markets at a time, Hotmart can maximize impact. We'll keep the product global, but adapt payments, language, and support to local needs.
So, why India? Because there is a lot of internet users, making it ideal for info products, and there is 3 times larger scalable potential with high digital maturity combined with unaided growth in education. So there is key challenges because with strong competition, need for cultural and language adaptation. So there is 4 pillar strategy: localized AI tools, education partnerships, ambassador program, local subsidiary. So the goal is to leverage India's massive potential by addressing challenges through a tailored localized approach.
Okay, now let's presenting the best entry strategy for Hotmart expansion into India. So we've got the wholly owned subsidiary, the partnerships or joint ventures, the franchising or licensing agreements, the strategic alliances, and the exporting digital products strategy. The wholly owned subsidiary offers full control, but it requires a high investment and exposes Hotmart to local regulatory challenges. The franchising or licensing agreements would be a quicker entry, but would limit control over the brand and operations. We recommend partnerships or licensing agreements. We recommend partnerships or joint ventures. This approach combines Hotmart's strength and local expertise, helping navigate India's complex market and regulatory environment. By partnering with local players, Hotmart can access valuable networks and speed up market penetrations while sharing risks.
So what about the product and the brand strategy to successfully enter the Indian market? So first of all, the local product localization. So there is few actions that you could put in place to enter the Indian market. So for example, launch a Hotmart Indie Creator Toolkit with AI script generator in Hindi or in Tamil. Or integrate a voice-based research and navigation for the people in India who don't know how to read and who need an illiterate approach on the application. Secondly, the brand architectures. So you can launch an Indian specific tagline, like for example powered by Hotmart AI in Brazil, but with Indian approach and with Indian language. Secondly, you can organize webinar on how Indian creators can monetize with AI to reach the Indian audience. Third, localized co-branding. One of the actions is to co-create content and webinar with top Indian creator, for example. And finally, English-speaking market strategy. You can organize masterclass with Indian SaaS experts on, for example, building a digital courses brand in the 90 days, for example. So what about the distribution strategy? First, the regional market strategy. You can organize Creator Day events in India to reach the regional market strategy, the regional market. Secondly, the 3 level distribution model focus on these 3 levels: level 0 on the apps, level 2 on the partnership, and on and level 3 on this level 2-3 on the strategic alliances. Third, the global framework local execution. So you can outsource customer support to train in regional languages. Voilà. Fourth, and finally, at the community growth. Third, the global framework local execution. We need to integrate Indian tools like Razorpay for the payment, for example. And finally, the community growth and the performance tracking. For the community growth, you need to build a Telegram or a WhatsApp based peer learning group for each region. And finally, for performance tracking, you need to track, of course, the KPI when you're entering in the market.
So now I'm going to present the pricing strategy that we have implemented for penetration of the Indian market. So we know that India is a very highly price sensitive market. So we need to use approachable products. Thus we led to using the penetration pricing model in order to attract wide audiences of people with affordable ebooks and entry-level courses. This will help drive a rapid adaptation of Hotmart's products and well-known brand recognition. Also, we will try to use the penetration pricing strategy to offer low prices. Our objectives are to have an RPU, average revenue per user, around $30 to $50 in order to fit India's economic context and allow us to scale quickly. And now regarding our communication strategy, we know that India is a mobile-first country, so we know that new canals such as social media or influencers' content are really impactful for the Indian market. So we will try to use our brand, world brand known approach into localized messages that will appeal to different Indian values such as entrepreneurship, family success, or even enterprise-minded actions. And this will let us to have our message will be impactful in various regions across India, as we know that India is a very diverse and multicultural country.
Thank you very
Thank you
much.
very much.